loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. In case this is your first time here, my name is Taz Shiko and you're so very much welcome. So have you been having challenges with your foundation not lasting long, your foundation being transferable, you can't even hug people because you leave all your makeup, all your foundation there with them? So this video is definitely for you, honey. So please, before we go any further, have you subscribed? If you have not, please subscribe, like this video. It helps with it being recommended to as many people as possible, and also leave a positive comment on the comment section. And without any further ado, let's slide, jump or walk into the video. And I know you can already notice that something is off. This is because my audio wasn't working despite me having a mic. I need a new phone. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment something positive. Yes, guys. So we're going to start off with using this Maybelline Face Studio Prime to prep my skin. So this is our primer for the day. You can use any primer that you have. The primer that you normally use that. And then I'm going to apply it all over my face. And then after that, I'm going to leave it for some time to settle and get absorbed by the skin, but not too much time because I still need it to be tacky. And if you have a combination skin or an extremely oily skin, you can use this step. But if you have a dry skin, please skip this step. So I'm going to be using a transparent loose powder, and I'm going to apply it on my face. And this is because I have an extremely oily face, so I'm going to be using a transparent loose powder first before I go in with my foundation. And this also helps with my foundation sitting for a much longer time. And this is the loose powder that I'm going to be using, and you don't need too much. You just need a little bit of this. Just a little bit of this. Actually, this is enough. I'm going to blend this all over. And then when it comes to foundation, you just don't go directly in with your foundation. So you just take your foundation. So this is the foundation of my choice. So you just take the normal foundation that you normally use. So as for me, I love this Zaron foundation. I'm actually addicted to it. So I'm going to be using this Zaron foundation, and then I'm going to mix with this Maybelline Long Lasting Fix. So this is just the setting spray of my choice. So you just use the normal products you use, but you just follow the steps. So, and then I mix the two. And then when it comes to application, I prefer starting from this point and not around my nose region, because around my nose region, that's where I am way too oily. I get oily fast, and you don't want to apply too much product around that area. So I just apply from this particular point and then going to my nose region, so that whatever is remaining after I've applied on all those other areas is what I'll just apply. So I won't end up having a lot of product around that area. And then with this particular application, you can see it's flawless. Like, it's very flawless. And because I'm using matte products, they end up drying very fast. So when you're using this technique, you have to be very fast. You have to be very fast, so that the products don't dry up before you even blend them. And then with this particular one, I prefer using a beauty sponge compared to using a brush. So just blend in that foundation. And let me tell you, after this, your makeup won't transfer. Actually, guys, try it out and then tell me on the comment section, did it work or did it not work? Yes, guys, do that and tell me, because I know, as for me, it has been helping me a lot. I told you I have an extremely oily face and extremely sweaty face, so it just helps me a lot, and I mean a lot. Also, don't forget to apply around your neck region, because most of us, we have a darker neck compared to our chest and our face too. So don't forget your neck. And then to highlight, I'm going to be using this concealer. So this concealer is in the shade Fawn, and you don't need a lot of product to actually highlight. You just need a little. When I was starting off, I thought you need a lot of product to make your makeup full coverage, but no, it's just the technique that you need to know. It's just the technique, honey. So I'm just going to highlight the normal areas where I normally highlight. And then after application, you allow it to set a little bit to better the coverage. And then when it comes to blending, I'm going to be using this tiny sponge. As you can see, it's very, very tiny. It's not like the big sponge that I was using to blend in my foundation. So with this sponge, the reason why I've come to love it, I normally use the big sponge, but at times when you use the big sponge, you end up overdoing. You end up blending to areas where you didn't want them blended. But with this smaller beauty sponge, you just blend the concealer to wherever it is that you want. You don't go overboard to areas where you didn't want the concealer to go. So I'm just going to be using this tiny sponge, and it's really, really helpful, and blend in that concealer until it's well blended in. Then after that, I'm going to be using a more lighter concealer. So this one is in the shade Cool Tan. The one that I was using previously was in the shade Fawn, but this one is a bit lighter. I'm only going to use it to brighten my under eyes. So I'm just going to use it only on my under eyes. And so I'm done blending that concealer in. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, since I've used all cream products, so creams move a lot, and to make them not move that much, you use powders to set them. So to set the highlighted areas, I'm going to be using a loose powder, and this is the loose powder that I'm going to be using. This is Wet n Wild loose powder. And then I'm not going to be baking. You can bake if you want, but today I'm not going to be baking, so I'm just going to dab the excess and then just apply the remaining product and set. And before you go in to set with a powder, always ensure that you in all your creams well, otherwise you're going to crease on your under eye. That's the most reason why people crease on their under eye. So always ensure that you've really blended in all your creams well on your under eyes before you go in with a powder. So you can use either a loose powder or a compact powder to set. After setting all the highlighted areas, I'm now going to set all the areas where I didn't highlight. And I'm going to be using this Fit Me by Maybelline. This is in the shade Espresso. And this is the darkest shade. I used to use this shade to actually contour, but I turned a little bit, but now I don't have anything to contour. Actually, being a black girl and looking for products to contour with is so hard. It's so hard. Like I can't find anything to contour with because I've turned. I've really, really turned. And now it's becoming a challenge for me to look for something to contour with. Like it's a challenge. It's a challenge. And using my loose powder, I'm going to reverse contour. And this is what I have so far. So I'm just going to do my lips and a few other things and then come back and do the final step with you. And as you can see, I've done a few things here and there. I've worn my wig, some earrings, and actually this wig is available at 18,000 Kenya shillings only. It's 100% human hair. You can use heat on it, you can color it, and then it comes bleached. Yes, yeah. and looks so bomb, so fire. I've just dusted off the powder that you are seeing around this area, which I had reverse contoured. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set my makeup using my setting spray, and that's it. That's just it. My makeup will last me for a very, very long time, and I can have as many people as possible because this is transfer proof. It can't transfer on people's clothes. Yes, guys. So I'm just going to set this makeup, and I'm using this setting spray. And this is the final look, guys. So this is how I'm looking. So this makeup will last me for a very, very long time, and it's transfer proof, waterproof, actually sweat proof, and it's also not transferable, like it doesn't transfer. So this is the final look, guys. So tell me if you try out these techniques. Tell me on the comment section if it worked or it didn't work. Yes, guys, thank you so much for always supporting me. I really do appreciate. In case you'd like me to do your makeup, WhatsApp me on the number that you see there on my description box, and I'll really, really appreciate working with you guys. So thank you so much for always, always supporting me. Thank you for watching till this far. You are the real OG. Bye.